if any hot woman was to kidnap me, I'm not gonna say nothing. Just don't kill me and don't rip off any of my body parts, please and thank you. Why beautiful women are crazy. Explained by Remnant777. Now, me personally, I'll be real with you. I love crazy women. I love them. I love them. Harley Quinn, Death. Who else? Who else? Yuna Kasai. Oh my gosh, like shit. That one girl with the clockwork eyes from I forgot what anime. If you know, you know. I forgot, but oh, it's beautiful. They're beautiful. All of them. It's amazing. It's a great time. So my bad. Anyways, get into the video.
Women are crazy. People have been asking this question for a really long time, even back to Plato, where he was quoted one time saying, "It's from my own experience and the experience of my peers that goth bitches are just as hot physically as they are insane mentally." But
I love them. I love all of them. It's great. It's great. Plato said that, by the way. It wasn't just him. Yeah, it definitely wasn't just him. Making up a crow. It was.
why? Why is this
Plato's always right. You feel
the
me?
case? Not from an anecdotal perspective, but from a psychological perspective. And guess what? I have that information. There's a lot of data actually out there to support this is a real thing and what exactly causes it. And turns out it's extremely interesting in my opinion. And at the end of this, I have a piece of advice that I think is really useful. You see, people who
Get with these hot, crazy women. I feel you. Hey, pretty good advice. Yeah.
who are beautiful, especially women, are treated insanely different from other people around them. Now, it's funny because if this ever gets brought up, especially with a beautiful person, they will commonly deny it because they'll think, no, not every single guy, not every single one of my friends wants to have sex with me or be in an intimate relationship with me, so it's not true. But the problem is, it doesn't just extend to romantic relationships, but to so many different domains. For example, this study I'm showing on screen shows that people who are less attractive face higher rejection in not just romantic relationships, but platonic relationships, work relations, and are seen as less capable by their teachers.
Yeah, like in Korea, for example, it's not technically a requirement, but it's highly encouraged that you have like plastic surgery they look better. Literally because for a lot of jobs, you kind of need to look good. You need to look attractive for like straight up. That's why like Korea, at least in comparison to America anyway, like the people look better, much better to be honest with you.
People in general want to be friends with more attractive people. And from my own personal experience, whenever I see a person who just looks better all around, even if I don't plan on having a relationship with them, even if I don't plan on ever seeing them again, if I'm going to interact with that person, I generally treat them better and I'm more willing to do things for them. And what's
Hmm.
also interesting, that plays into the whole crazy
Hey, it's pretty privileged, but at the same time, like it's not that surprising. That's why everyone hates obese people. It's not that surprising. Sorry,
factor, I
my
think
bad.
this is essential, is their ability to get away with norm violations. For example, if you do something that is not as socially acceptable, but you're attractive, it will be interpreted and seen in a different way. It will seem more positively and less maliciously. Studies have shown this to actually be the case, and more attractive people are even sentenced less harshly by judges. Because again,
What? Okay, that part I didn't know. Also, there was that one serial killer guy that like so many women were feeding for. Um, you know that guy. Forgot his name, but yeah. So I'm not that surprised,
the
but
court system is run by people,
damn.
and judges are people. They see people who are more attractive as less malicious, as less evil, and they see people who are less attractive when they do a norm violation or break the law or do something that's not socially acceptable. The reason behind it is often seen as more malicious, as more of a character flaw. There's something wrong with that person rather than they just made a mistake. I remember talking to one girl, she was absolutely beautiful. And she was talking about how, no, people don't treat me better because I'm simply attractive. No. She was denying it, but the very next sentence afterwards, she was talking about how she would use her beauty to get out of traffic violations so that she
Type shit. Type shit. Nah, it's insane, dude. No, why would people ever treat me better? But like when it actually goes to, real problems. Oh, that. Hey, officer, can you let me off the hook this one time? I'm so sorry. Please don't give me a ticket. It was just a mistake.
wouldn't get tickets
Oh,
from
okay.
police officers. She'd also use it to get discounts from people who worked at stores. These people, who are much more attractive, are just treated better all around. They're also seen as smarter. It's also known as the halo effect. We attribute more positive traits to people who are more attractive, not on the basis that they objectively are that way, but just because we feel that way towards them. They have better character qualities. They are viewed as smarter. Those things help you a ton. Again,
Is this why I'm always viewed as stupid? Oh, shit. That might be why I'm viewed as stupid always. Oh my god.
and it's not just, hey, I'm
It's a
attractive and
terrible
people
time
want to
right
be in
here.
more romantic relationships with me. That's just one domain, beauty effects. And here's the key point. If people view you in a more positive light, and they aren't as inclined to correct your behavior when you do something wrong, let's say you act a little unhinged or make some loud noise or you're weird. I used to be that way, but it got trained out of me. It's kind of the same principle for beautiful women, but it's not trained out.
It's not
as
trained
much.
out.
People
Yeah.
don't punish it as much. People tolerate it much more. And
Meaning they can be a lot more bratty. They can be a lot more bitchy if they want to. That's why you see a lot of women that are crazy that are just manipulative. I mean, okay, in my opinion, there's a good type of manipulative. There's a bad type of manipulative. If you want to manipulate and like put me in your basement and you're hot and rich and shit like that, then at that point, like, is it okay? It's a really good question. Like, that's a really good question. Sorry.
when the people around you don't punish your negative behavior as much, which is what happens all the time, it cultivates and breeds a tolerance for that crazy unhinged behavior that only gets worse later in life. It's as if you're a child that never got disciplined. Of course, you're going to be batshit insane later in life. So to sum this up, women who are much more beautiful are more likely to become crazy because people tolerate their behavior and don't even see it as necessarily that bad or harmful.
Yeah, in fact, a lot of like, not even with crazy bad behavior. I'm just talking about normal behavior now. A lot of normal behavior will be seen as like, oh, she's different, she's quirky and stuff like that. But if you're like ugly as a woman, it will be seen as weird and a negative effect. Yeah. But if you're attractive, it's seen as positive. Yeah. So you get my
Because
point.
they're attractive individuals. A large amount of our behavior is either interpreted as positive or negative, whether somebody is attracted to us or sees us as beautiful. This happens even in personal relationships. If you're in a relationship with somebody, you might interpret something that they do. Maybe they have a particular laugh. Maybe they have a quirky laugh. If you're attracted to that person and you love them, you're going to love that laugh. It's going to be seen in a special light.
But if it's the opposite, man, you're gonna hate every single thing about them. Every single thing. It'd be crazy.
But if you're no longer attracted to them and you dislike them, that laugh will always drive you insane.
Yeah.
Because the action itself is not interpreted as positive or negative, it's simply on its own merit, but whether we are attracted to them. And there's something you can utilize with this. Take care of your appearance. Looks are very important.
Yep.
People
Oh my gosh, another creator that says looks are important. That's how I know he's a great creator. I know I've reacted to this guy before. That's how I know he's a great creator. The fact he actually is advocating for. I'm so tired of people being like, dude, looks don't even matter. Dude, looks don't even matter. Oh my gosh, looks don't matter. Just be yourself. Like, of course, be yourself. But the fact you say looks don't matter and a beast is beautiful and shit like that is like you're crazy in my opinion. Not even an opinion. I think that's just subjective. Um, I don't know. I don't know what to say about it. You should care about how you look. Um no, I say this while I'm literally in a robe and shit and I don't. So well, I do to a certain extent. But
will treat you and view you better if you take care of your appearance. That means even if you aren't that attractive, maybe you're average or less attractive, there are tons of things you can do, especially as a guy. Take
go to the gym. Hey chat. Yo, if you don't go to the gym, you should go to the gym. I think you should go to the gym.
care of your clothing. Get clothing that fits you well. Take care of your beard, either have it fully shaven or trimmed very well. Don't just grow hair on your face. Hair on your face alone, it's not good looking. It needs to be taken care of. And if you have hair on your head,
He's so hot. Who is this guy? I'll suck his dick any day. He's oh my gosh.
take care of the hair on your head. Get a good hairstyle. Try out new things. People will treat you differently if you dress differently, if you appear differently. As long as you're not ugly, the most important things are in your control. I say this as a guy who's kind of average looking at 5'5", but I take care of my appearance. I put a lot of time into it. And the key principle
5'5". Femboy height. Hold up. So, my bad. My bad. I did so much videos on femboys and shit like that. Like I got it in my brain. You feel me? Like that's my fault.
I've learned is to try and stand out and be unique and wear clothing that makes you look more attractive. The uniqueness allows you to get attention, and wearing clothing that makes you look more attractive just draws more people to you. It's very important. So, logically speaking, if people treat you better and view you better based off of your appearance, whether it's superficial or not doesn't matter. People treat you better for it. Thus, it is in your best interest to improve it so that people view you and treat you better also. You can't change the game. You can't change how people are. People are always going to be like this. So use it.
And now, to be fair, that this is the standards for how people are is different in other places to a degree. Like the beauty standards. I'm saying, like when you compare it to Asia, for example, I'm pretty sure they like double eyelids and stuff like that. Well, at least for America, I don't think they care that much about it. But you feel me? Yeah. And also long and short hair, I think that changes depending on cultures in the world. I might be wrong about that, though, to be fair.
It to your advantage. Anyways, that's it for this video. I was wondering, to the people who watch my content regularly, I've been researching some things and I found some very fascinating information. It is extremely controversial and I cannot post it on YouTube, unfortunately.
Does being gay have an evolutionary benefit? What?
But if I were to start a Subscribestar and post content on there that I can't post on here, would you be interested in it? Would
I don't have money. I'm a broke. I'm what Pokemon might define as a broke boy. I don't have money like that. I'm sorry.